Hello, Oilers fans. Austin here with just a quick training camp news update. The Oilers have trimmed their camp down to 41 players as we get closer to the start of the regular season and the end of training camp. It looks like the Oilers are starting to figure out who they want to keep around and, start to get that NHL roster ready and then really start to work on the system, structure, and get ready to go for October 9th. In my opinion, up for grabs right now in terms of positioning on this roster, fourth line center and second, third pair right D. And I'm going to talk about a couple of the players who I think have the edge and should make the team based on early results in preseason. Of course, the Oilers so far during preseason have been getting absolutely blown out every single game. So hopefully they can start to lock it down defensively. Hopefully some goaltenders can start to make a bit of a save here, because I don't want to be a little bit concerned heading into the regular season. Now, I've mentioned this before. I don't think preseason has anything to do with how a team will perform during the regular season. During the decade of darkness, we watched the Oilers have terrific preseasons and then win 24 games during the regular season. So I'm not too concerned at the moment. However, if the NHL roster that starts being put in towards the end of the preseason here starts to falter a little bit, I'll probably be a little bit concerned. But until we get there, I'm still excited for the season to start. If you end up enjoying today's video, make sure you hit like. And if you really like it, make sure to subscribe if you are not yet subscribed. And let's talk about the cuts that the Oilers made. Now, today, they sent down Max Wanner and Noel Hoffenmeyer to Bakersfield, as well as Ethan DeYoung, who was released from his pro tryout. And then they made some cuts yesterday that I did not talk about. That was Jasper Weatherby, Brett Brochu, Connor Corin, Alex Kennick, Leipert, Cam Wright, and then players that are being loaned to Bakersfield. Matvey Petrov, who has I misspelled his name on the screen, so before everyone yells at me in the comment section about that, definitely is the V before the E. Anyways, getting sidetracked. Petrov has been a huge disappointment since he was drafted, just based on his skill level and what he showed in junior. It has not translated to the professional level, has not translated to the NHL or the AHL. I can't even say the NHL because he hasn't played an NHL game, but even like in the AHL, he just doesn't look comfortable. And I mentioned this the other night when the Oilers had their home game against the Calgary Flames. He was doing some strange things with the puck, and it's like he didn't want it. Really interesting player. I'll be curious to see if he ends up developing at all. I mean, it's not like it's a huge concern if he doesn't. He was a late round pick, but he had a ton of skill and he did play really well in junior. I scouted this player a lot and I really thought that there was more to his game, but since he's turned pro, it just hasn't manifested. Connor Unger, Jaden Grube, and James Steffen also all sent down to Bakersfield. Unger, of course, is a goaltender, not a forward, so I don't know why there's an F there. My apologies for that. My brain has been all scrambled lately, so clearly there's a few mistakes there. But those are the players that have been sent down, and honestly, not much of a surprise for any of them. James Steffen is an interesting project for the team. He probably will not be NHL ready for at least 3 years unless he really finds a way to play super well down in Bakersfield if he, makes the team full-time down there. That is a player that I will be very interested in watching. I think James Steffen has something. Whether he's able to translate that and be a regular NHLer, not sure yet. And then, of course, the bigger name that went down was Max Wanner, who could have been vying for a 6th or 7th position on the defensive core for this team. Wanner, of course, a lot of Oilers fans, they're pretty high on him, especially those who watch Bakersfield a lot. I don't watch the Bakersfield Condors as much as a lot of you who are watching me right now, and I'm sure a lot of you have a lot of very positive things to say about Wanner. I think for Max Wanner, he's close. He's super close, but at a time where you're supposed to really differentiate yourself and stand out, he just ended up looking okay. He looked average in preseason, and he looked okay during the rookie tournament in Penticton, but I have no doubt that we will probably see Wanner sooner rather than later. He is very close. He's on the cusp. He's right there. He'll go down to Bakersfield, play about 20 to 25 minutes a night, and he'll be looking good to come up at some point if there are injuries. Other than that, there are no surprises in terms of players that have been sent back to junior or sent down to the AHL. So those are the camp cuts. And then now we're going to take a look at my projected lineup, who I think has earned the edge over a few other players in terms of their positioning on this team. This would be my projected 2024-25 lineup. Obviously, this is not official, and I'm sure it will look much different once regular season begins. Top line, Nuge, McDavid, Hyman, that's a given. Second line, Jeff Skinner, Leon Draisaitl, Victor Arvidsson. Robertson. I think that's a given. Third line, as long as Podkolzin continues to show really well, he could end up playing third line, be a third line physical, speedy checker who can also put the puck in the net with Henrique and Connor Brown. Fourth line, I have Janmark with Noah Philp and Corey Perry. I think Noah Philp has looked just a little bit better than Derek Ryan so far in preseason. And again, it's tough to judge too much just in preseason games because of the level of competition. Against some teams is better than, weaker against others. But I really do like Noah Philp's game. He can skate at the NHL level. He's very smart. He's in position well. He has a good shot. He's always around it, and he's doing the little things. I like Noah Philp's game a lot. And only for the fact that there would be an injection of youth in that bottom six with Podkolzin. Listen, I love Derek Ryan. He's a terrific vet. He's probably going to stick around on the team just like Sam Gagner did last year. I just don't think that he'll be getting into the lineup very often. Or at least I don't think he should over Noah Philp. I like Noah Philp a lot. But Derek Ryan, great penalty killer and someone that can be relied on in very important games. And whether Noah Philp is able to play on the penalty kill and take those big defensive zone draws when he has to, that remains to be seen. That will be the big question mark for Noah Philp. Corey Perry, of course, will be in this lineup. Evander Kane, I have the little star by his name. He'll be on the injured reserve. On defense, Ekholm with Bouchard. Darnell Nurse with Ty Emberson. I think Emberson has looked really good so far. I think he will be the second pairing right D with Darnell Nurse when the season starts. Brett Kulak with Troy Stetcher. I do think Stetcher will probably be the full-time third pair right D just because he can skate, he can kind of move the puck, and he has that experience. He's played a decent amount of NHL games. I like Stetcher on the right side there. And then I have Travis Dermott and Josh Brown as the extra defensemen. I don't think Josh Brown should make this team. I think he is not very good, but I don't think the Oilers have, depth, the young depth. They don't have prospects that are ready over Josh Brown right now. Travis Dermott is someone that I would love to stick around as a 7th D man and insert into the lineup periodically. I like his game as well. He's just, a solid, efficient bottom pairing D man, and that's sometimes all you need. In net, of course, Skinner and Calvin Pickard, I do project to be the goaltenders, unless Olivier Rodrigue just absolutely blows everyone out of the water the next couple preseason games. He will not earn a spot over Calvin Pickard. That is set. But in terms of, general thoughts about the cuts that have been made, what are your thoughts? Do you think that there are any surprises so far? Do you think the team is close to really trimming their camp down and getting ready for the NHL? Who do you think is going to earn that fourth line center position? Who do you think is going to earn the second and third pair right D positions? Let me know in the comments section below. Your support means the world. It continues to mean the world, and I'm excited for the season to get going when meaningful games start up. I'm excited to announce a couple things here very shortly in the future, as including the Discord. The Discord server is almost ready to go. There's a couple things I'm tweaking just to make sure it's all good and secure for everyone. So we'll see you soon, Oil Country. Tell someone that you love them. Fight like Ben. Fight like a kid. As always, take care. See you soon.